Hi everyone, it's Avid Drama Watcher. It's been a minute since I've uploaded a video, and that's because I've been sitting on two dramas that I watched that weren't necessarily good reviews. So I struggle with doing a negative review. Um, I remember growing up, and I think it was my grandmother who said one time, I don't know, I must have been bad mouthing something. And I remember her saying, if you've got nothing good to say, don't say anything at all. And I took that like hit me like an arrow in my heart. And I took that and I've been living by it pretty much. Um, so I pretty much stay closed mouthed if I do have something negative to say about something. I don't speak out. So I don't even know why I'm doing drama reviews then, because everything's not going to be great, right? Um, but anyway, let me move on with the review. So the drama that I'm reviewing today, I keep looking to the side because I'm putting up a reminder of some of the things in the drama. Um, it's Cupid's Kitchen. I watched it on Viki. It's got 40 episodes. It's a Chinese drama. The male lead's name, the male lead actor's name is Ethan Juan, and the female lead is Song Zuer. Now, Song Zuer, I've watched her in a few other dramas. She's really cute, pretty young woman, um, good actress. You know, she really gets into her roles. So I can say that if you do watch her dramas, for the most part, the acting is not the issue. The acting in all of her dramas is really spot on. One of the recent ones I watched was Legally Romance, and that one was pretty good. To Fly with You was cute, and then I did not see Legend of Fu Yao, but I want to. So those are some of her other dramas on Viki. But I'm pretty sure she has a laundry list of credits to her name. But she is a fairly good actress. Um, Ethan Juan, I've watched him in a couple things too. He's older. For the you know, in the I'm going to tell you something about these Asian dramas. When you watch, like the average age is 22. I swear. Like when I was looking up, like the actors and the actresses, they were all in their early 20s, and I'm like, gosh, do they have any mature actors in China? Especially in China. Like in Korea, you will find somebody who's gotten older, but in China, it was like the average for all the dramas, and I'm like, all the dramas I'm watching, the actors are in their early 20s. It seems unlikely, but that's what was happening. So it must have been the time period that I was watching. It's just I was watching current dramas, so I guess they were all using young leads at the time. But this actor, Ethan Juan, he is a little older. Um, he also has, I guess he's got some other dramas to his name here. Oh, yeah, he's got plenty. He's got a laundry list. I guess he's had an excellent career. One of the ones that I saw was, besides this one, which is Cupid's Kitchen, um, I saw Fated to Love You. And he kind of played a similar character. He always plays that kind of Sunder type character where he's not very likable. He's very narcissistic, um, closed off, disgruntled all the time, has like some deep, dark past that just wasn't an optimal upbringing. And then you can see that like he wants to have a vulnerable side. Like he's probably very vulnerable. At least his lead female is going to bring that vulnerability out in him somewhat. But let me tell you about this drama. It was a hotbed of mess. Like I went in thinking, come on, the title is Cupid's Kitchen. So you know there's going to be cooking, and I love good cooking scenes. And Cupid, love, like you know it's going to be a love story. Well, it started out okay. I was like, oh, okay, like whoever made this was a little on the artsy side because the visuals were really good, the cinematography, the way they show you the cooking of the food and Chinese street food, and the preparation of the food, all of that was lovely. Those scenes were lovely. Um, and really broadens your mind as to Chinese cuisine. The storyline, like in a lot of my other videos, I just give you my impressions. I don't really give away the story, but I'm gonna give away some of the story here because I'm just like I don't even know what to tell you on why this didn't hit well with me. Um, it was hard for me to find likability in any of the characters. Like they all had, oh man, like the lead female character, she just, like sometimes they give them a redeeming quality, like they're super smart or they're super caring and supportive, and but this character just was lazy and selfish and had no goals in mind, like really could not. I mean, she was sweet in theory. I mean, she was nice to her family, she was like nice to others sort of, but it was really hard to find redeeming qualities in most of the characters. Like some random character named Blue who was sweet as pie from Canada. And that was the other thing. It was like they had some American actors, well, good Caucasian. They weren't Asian. And one of them played an antagonist to the main chef. Yeah, Ethan Juan's character. There was an antagonist. I can say his arch nemesis. Let me tell you, the guy who played that role should get an Academy Award. Whatever they give for Chinese dramas, the highest award they could have. I hope he got an award when this drama was out. You know what? When was this drama out? Because that's the other thing. It it did not feel current at all, but it says 2022. It says that, but I'm loath to think this was 2022. But anyway, um, that character was his arch nemesis, and he also had like a chef background, but in his current state in the drama, he's not a chef anymore, but he's a chef mentor. So he's always doing whatever he can to bring down the lead character, the lead male character, as a chef, like trying to ruin his reputation or trying to denounce his restaurant or things like that. At the end of the day, this was probably the most redeeming character. This anti hero character, even though he was plotting and doing so much plotting through the whole show that you were like, oh, he's the enemy. But no, this drama actually had several enemies: the ex-girlfriend, the best friend. Like this chef, the lead character chef, had nobody in his life that was trustworthy. Nobody. Uh, it was almost sickening. You felt so sorry for him, but at the same time you're like, does he deserve it? Because they never made him likable. Never. They never did anything to make him likable. They never even explained the reasoning for the harshness of his personality. Like, somebody can be a jerk, but I'm talking about there's levels. This guy was at the top level of jerkiness. So it was hard to watch. And then it was just like that tough storyline with all these people plotting against him, and not really being loyal, even though he looks upon them as friends and family and, just close, his close circle. There was nobody in there that really was trustworthy. And the one person that probably was the maid, like, he kicked her out. Because he didn't trust her. And she was like the only one that was probably the best, that was really good to him. So again, just nothing good happened in this drama. So on the lead female side, like, she has a pretty funny family circle. Her parents, I love them. They were um, supportive parents, the typical, like, they were very average, run of the mill Chinese parents that really support their daughter. But also talk bad about her at the same time, because she was basically not a good for nothing, but because I hate saying that about people, but she didn't aspire to do anything in her life. So she ended up being the mentor to this other chef. Like, after his, circle started to dwindle and things started to happen, he kind of, the reason why the lead characters are connected is because the girl has this ability to break down taste. So she has a very exquisite palate, meaning that she could eat a spoonful of something and then, like, just like rattle off all the ingredients, what kind of metal was used to cook the ingredients, what scent was in the air at the time that may have seeped into the ingredients. So she was just had a very exquisite palate, and that's a very rare talent, that someone can break down like every ingredient in a recipe, or in the making of food. So that's why the male lead was very attracted to this girl. He needed her. He wanted to get another Michelin star. This whole thing. So he's being poisoned, and he doesn't know, like, which person in his circle, because there's only a few that have access to him. So he's being poisoned, and he's losing his sense of taste, which is, for a chef, that's career ending, right? So he's going through a bunch of turmoil over losing his sense of taste. And then actually the poison's doing more damage to him. Like, it could be very life threatening and eventually take his life. He was going to lose his sight. Well, he lost his sight at one time. So it was just like, ugh, like, good Lord, like, get to, and this plotting and manipulation and just him being unlikable carried on for 40 episodes. I think it was last episode he finally tried to redeem himself in some different places. But I just, you know what? I didn't like it. I felt there was a lot of gaslighting going on. I felt like whoever wrote this story was all over the place. And I kind of get what they were trying to do in some places, but then, like, whoever the director, like, come on, dude. Like, so it had a dance montage in one scene. I was like, this dance montage and this story, that does not go. Like, one of these things are not, like, it's not a musical. Like, don't try to fit. I mean, Les Miserables, like, you could tell it's a musical, and, but the theme is consistent. Like, this one, the themes were all over the place. like, was it a happy dance? No, it wasn't. So you could just tell they were just like trying to be artsy when it didn't really fit. It just didn't fit the rhythm of the drama. So that was kind of off-putting. It was like, oh, there's a musical scene here, or there's a musical dance scene here. That was unexpected. And then at the very end, when you're just like, your emotions are depleted, it was another musical scene. like like in Grease, you know. It was, I don't know. I did not have good feelings about this drama overall. No redeeming characters. Uh, the storyline was inconsistent. Um, if I had to glean one good thing, was I think the cinematography as it relates to cooking food, that was always on point. Like, whoever was in charge of the food cooking scenes and capturing all of that, and the street foods, and the, just relating all the foods together and how the foods are prepared, excellent. Like, that direction, that cinematography was excellent and always on point. I don't know if they hired a company to do that or if they had a special cameraman that did that, but all of that was excellent. The storyline and what the actors had to act out just was not. And, I'm not going to say there wasn't chemistry between the leads, but it was just, I didn't want these leads to have anybody for them to be in love with. You know what I'm saying? Their personalities sucked. They were bad. They were bad. So I really get into the emotion of a drama as well as the rhythm of the story. And I like things neat. And this was just a little all over the place for me. And it was, I want my heart to go out. I want to even have some redeeming quality happen. I'm telling you, it was like a car wreck, and that's why I hung in for the 40 episodes. I was waiting for a redeeming moment to happen, and just like, oh, okay, things are back on track. They've discovered, and they're kind of leveling out the love story. No. Don't call yourself Cupid's Kitchen. It should have been like, I don't know, like, who's trying to kill me? Like, that should have been the title of the drama. So you'll get some mystery. Not even, you don't even get, it's not even mysterious. Like, they let you know who's doing the deeds. It's just, it's so bad. It's just like, you can't believe that people are that evil and heinous and doing these things to each other, and and then in the name of love and friendship and all of this, as I just felt it was a farce. So and not how feelings even of resentment and anger should be thought out and acted out. But I guess, I don't know, I'm pretty sure this gaslighting happens in real life. I just, it was hard for me to embrace this one. So I hope I don't have many that are like this. I would not recommend it for a watch unless you like your emotions being twisted. And you know what? I hang in there when there's oddities in, like, unforeseen musical popped up here. I can see, because sometimes the Japanese will kind of infuse some things to kind of like get your brain going, and but somehow they pull it off and it seems okay. But in this particular Chinese drama, it did not work. It felt awkward. You're almost like embarrassed for whoever was putting this together. Like, wait a minute, what just happened? What just happened? Did that happen? Sometimes I would laugh, like, oh my, what were they going for? So I don't know. That's kind of, I hope you can pull together a critique on this, because you can tell how emotionally wrung out this drama really made me. And it's a shame, because These two actors, they were very lovely to look at, but I didn't enjoy their romance. I didn't enjoy their life's journey. So I thought it was very hard to watch, and I might have just been watching for the food. I don't know. I think so. It was the best thing out of this drama. Cupid's Kitchen, not a watch for me. I'm sorry. No.